Hey y'all, it's your girl Dialasia here with another episode of Eating Well with Sickle. I'm here with Tanya with Building Bridges Sickle. We have another meal today for y'all. I have chicken thighs, broccoli, and yams. I have the oven preheated on 400. We're gonna get started with seasoning this chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and season it with some avocado oil. We got some garlic powder, onion powder, ground cumin, a little smoked paprika on there. I'm gonna add some minced garlic and a dash of lemon to that, a little pepper, and today I brought some Celtic salt. With Celtic salt, it's a little better than like regular salt. It rids your body of unnecessary water that you don't need. Okay, so that's ready. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and season the chicken. I'm gonna add a little of this avocado oil to this. We're gonna add some garlic powder. Onion powder. Some smoked paprika. I'm gonna add a little Creole seasoning. Okay, some ground cumin. A little Celtic salt on there. You don't need too much either. The Celtic salt is really strong and powerful. So just a dash of that will work. I also got some rotisserie chicken seasoning. That gives it a little pop to it. And then I'm gonna add this minced garlic. If I can get it out. And a squeeze of this lemon. Now I'm gonna mix this up, add this to the pan, and then we'll add that to the oven and let it cook for about 30, 45 minutes or until done evenly. Stop that one. All right, so I actually forgot the thyme. I'm gonna add a little thyme to this, give it a little extra flavor. And I actually added a couple other seasonings. That was my own twist. But I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the oven. The oven is already preheated to 400, as I stated before. I'm gonna let those cook. And then I'm gonna go ahead, season up these yams and then add them to the oven as well and let those cook for about 35 minutes as well. Towards the end, I'm gonna add the broccoli florets in there for about 15 minutes to cook. Okay, so now we got the sweet potatoes. I'm gonna drizzle some avocado oil on there. I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. That's just for the look, I guess, not too much of the flavor, but it doesn't hurt. Some garlic powder. And I'm gonna add a little twist. I like ground cumin on there. I like ground cumin on everything, really, but we're gonna add some of that on there. And then I'm gonna kind of mix these up a little bit so all of them can get the flavor on there. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add these in the oven. Those will cook for about 35 minutes or until tender to my liking. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing the broccoli florets. This is last. It doesn't take that long to cook. So we got about 15 more minutes left of cooking time. So I'm gonna go ahead and season these up with some avocado oil, Creole seasoning, We have some garlic powder, onion powder, as well as the Celtic salt. Now, I'm not going to use too much of the Celtic salt because, like I stated earlier, it is pretty salty, so you don't really need that much. I want to kind of go over a little bit of the health benefits of the avocado oil. It's a rich source of nutrients and antioxidants. It penetrates deep into the skin, providing hydration and nourishment. I already added some avocado oil off camera, so I'm not going to add any more of that. But it does promote healthy digestion by increasing fiber intake. It contains prebiotics, which can feed beneficial gut bacteria. It helps regulate the blood sugar levels, and it may reduce inflammation and your overall health. So I like using this a little bit better than all the other oils. It's kind of better when you're trying to diet and go on a, like myself, I'm on a keto diet, so it's better for me. I do still use olive oil because it's really good in the morning time with your intake, I guess, and cutting calories and just making you a little bit more full. So avocado oil is not a bad oil to use. I just prefer using avocado oil. So like I said, I already seasoned it up already with a little bit of that. I did add some Creole seasoning. I'm gonna add a little onion powder and garlic powder to it. And I know a lot of people don't really season their broccoli or like to boil it. I, on the other hand, I like to season my meat, my broccolis. I like to season everything. I'm a flavor gal. So the Celtic salt, it's rich in minerals, meaning it contains minerals, magnesium, potassium, calcium, iron. It contains all that. So if you're low on any of that stuff, Celtic salt is a good go-to when cooking. You can add it if you're intermediate fasting, or if you're fasting period. You add a little bit of this to your water to give it that extra calcium, that extra potassium, because you need to stay hydrated. Water is not going to cut it. Use Celtic salt and a little bit of black coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to this baking sheet over here, and then I'm going to cook these in the oven for another 15 minutes or until done. But normally it takes about 15 minutes. So I'm trying to want to spread them evenly so all of them can cook, not just bunch them together. So I'll go ahead and add this to the oven. I'm gonna go ahead and that might not fit, honey. Okay. Take these out. Now the yams and the chicken have been cooking for about 40 minutes, so they're pretty much done already. Well, they are done already. I'm gonna let the chicken cook a little bit longer. I like my chicken done through and through. Alrighty. So I'll see you guys back when the food is done. We're gonna go ahead and plate that, and then we'll talk a little bit about the calories and the carbs and all that good stuff. See you guys shortly. Okay, so now it's time. The chicken has been cooking for about 45 minutes, maybe even 50 minutes. I gave it a little extra time. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the chicken and the sweet potatoes. The broccoli still has about 5 more minutes to cook, so we're gonna let that stay in there for a little longer. So this is our finished product. We got some chicken, the yams are done. And then I'm gonna actually move these to the bottom, let those cook a little bit faster. Okay. Bring them over there. So now I'm gonna go ahead and plate these up. Okay, y'all, so now the broccoli is done. We're gonna go ahead and remove that from the oven. And then I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up. chicken, a couple pieces of broccoli, and some sweet potatoes. Okay, so now we have our plates. Now of the servings, this plate holds about 500 calories, about 40 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, about 15 grams of fats, and about 3.2 milligrams of iron. So this is one serving per person. This is dinner. We've already had breakfast, already had lunch. This is the last meal of the day. And then we'll probably have like a granola bar after. I'm just kidding. So that's it for the day. Thank you for having us. See you next Monday. Same time. Be there, be square.